Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. And for this video, let me know the name of your local shopping center in the village, because you could meet one of your village mates right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the nation is in shock. The nation is in shock because Edwin Sifuna, the Secretary General of ODM Party, has branded William Ruto enemy number one of devolution. That statement by Edwin Sifuna has caused huge political storm in the Republic of Kenya. And Kenyans are now asking Raila Odinga to decide whether to continue being in the broad-based government or to bolt out. I want you guys to listen to Edwin Sifuna, because this statement by Edwin Sifuna is actually going to form the basis of this analysis. Listen in.
This particular issue, and he has directed that members of the National Assembly from ODM must support devolution. And I was happy that at the burial in Siaya recently for his long-time bodyguard, the leader of minority in the National Assembly, who's an ODM member, the Honorable Junet Mohammed, committed to making sure that members of ODM support the position that has been taken by the party.
Okay.
And in fact, the tiff that I was getting into with some of these characters from Kenya Kwanza is that we have not had the president defending devolution. In fact, he is an enemy of devolution when he stands up and says, leave it to me.
To me.
Yeah, that is not what the constitution says. He has national roads to deal with. Na zimemshinda. So awache governors wafanye county roads as required by the constitution. Number two, the leader of majority in the National Assembly, Kimani Ichung'wah, has said nothing. Has said nothing at all in defense of devolution. In fact, he, all the time when he rises on the floor of the house, he wants to characterize the governors as the problem with devolution. But Mark, if you interact with these issues, I'm telling you this country is in a problem. And I am convinced that if we don't sort out national leadership, it doesn't matter what these people are doing here at the county level. We will always struggle. Because the people at the helm, the top, if they don't believe in devolution, do you know, Mark, we say, okay, we have passed the Division of Revenue Bill. It says Nairobi County is going to get 20 billion Kenya shillings. So the county governor has to start preparing a budget based on what the Senate has passed, right?
Yes.
But that money never ever gets to the counties in time. We pass something called a disbursement schedule.
Yes.
A disbursement schedule is supposed to say every single month, county government of Nairobi will receive 1.2 billion Kenya shillings. The National Treasury never follows that disbursement schedule. So why do we pass these things? You know? Then you see it and you rack up a lot of pending bills. It's impossible for counties to plan.
To operate.
You're not to operate.
So,
So if you don't get a person who actually believes in devolution in the national government at the top, then nothing is going to happen. And clearly, William Ruto is not the right person, because he's saying he wants to take away county functions.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Edwin Sifuna. The other day I was talking to some of my friends, and we were just discussing general politics, the ODM politics, the two camps which have emerged. And one of us insisted that Raila Odinga is actually fully in this broad-based government. And he gave me the example of Uhuru Odinga, who actually accompanied William Ruto to China. But I asked him about Edwin Sifuna, because Edwin Sifuna is the Secretary General of ODM Party. There is no way Edwin Sifuna can consistently issue conflicting statements and then still continue working from Orange House. I don't know how that's possible. But the ODM I know, the ODM I operated around some times back, that can never happen. Edwin Sifuna can only act the way he is acting with the approval of Raila Odinga. But there's something which I've also been saying on this platform, that in politics, there is nothing like coincidence. There is no way Edwin Sifuna can be talking the way he's talking. And I remember at some point, Professor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, who was the acting party leader at that time, supporting the position of Edwin Sifuna. In fact, it was very clear that what Edwin Sifuna is saying is what the party is saying. Then there is no way Anyang' Nyong'o can also be talking the way he is talking without the approval of Raila Odinga. Of course, for Orengo, he can talk the way he's talking. But with the confidence he's exhibiting, I doubt. Because you also agree that as much as Orengo is independent, he's also a politician. He's also the governor for Raila Odinga, which means there's no way he can just talk like that, having served as a long-time legal advisor to Raila Odinga. But the statement by Edwin Sifuna today, terming William Ruto the enemy number one of devolution, is what I want us to analyze in this video. But before we do that, to those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. What we do on this channel is that we analyze politics in a way you can't find in any other place. Ladies and gentlemen, why would Edwin Sifuna term William Ruto enemy of devolution number one? I want to ask a few questions. The first question I want to ask, what is ODM's game plan, particularly for 2027? Because if ODM's game plan is to support William Ruto, I doubt their primary focus would be about devolution. I remember during the burial of George Oduor, Raila Odinga made it very clear that devolution must work, that certain functions must be devolved. He was very particular, and he added that if that won't happen, then he's going to make devolution a campaign agenda. The question is, can William Ruto agree to make devolution his campaign agenda? Do you think William Ruto, we know, would want more resources to leave Nairobi to come to the ground? If anything, William Ruto is one of the politicians who would want almost everything to be centralized. So what is ODM's game plan for 2027? Is this devolution, push for devolution, smokescreen? Is it possible that ODM party are actually trying to figure out a safe exit strategy from this broad-based government? I don't know what to think about that, but that is my first question. What is ODM's game plan for 2027? Are they going to support William Ruto? And if they are supporting William Ruto, can William Ruto agree to make devolution his agenda? Ladies and gentlemen, before I ask my second question, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to Carotex Computers, our today's sponsor. If you are looking for reliable and quality computers and accessories, then Carotex Computers is the place to go. They offer both brand new and refurbished laptops, desktops, tablets, and a variety of computer accessories. They are located at Nairobi Bazaar Plaza along Moi Avenue, Mezzanine, first floor, room number 7, unit 3. They also deliver nationwide, which means you can conveniently place your order through their website, which you are seeing on the screen there and also pinned in the comment section. Ladies and gentlemen, my second question is, are they trying to win the support of the dissatisfied ODM members? Because let's face it, immediately Raila Odinga entered into that broad-based government with William Ruto, one thing emerged, camps in ODM party. There were those who were supportive, there were those who were undecided, and there were those who said no to it. And majority of ODM members were actually opposed to that broad-based government. That is the fact. But politics being politics, politics being dirty, I'm seeing a situation where ODM party has realized that there's some members who are dissatisfied with the way Raila is working with Ruto. These members needs to be guided. Sorengo has been talking, Sifuna has been talking, Nyong'o has been talking. So they're now leaning towards those leaders. Then now we are seeing those leaders pushing for devolution to be implemented fully, which means those who are dissatisfied and were supporting them, like those who are pro-Orengo, are going to go that side. Then at some point, we are going to see them being brought together. Raila will also come with this team that devolution must work. So those who are dissatisfied will now find a place of, a strategy of joining back ODM party under the banner of fighting for devolution. I could be wrong, but I'm 100% convinced that is also a possibility. My third question is, has William Ruto expressed his displeasure with Raila or to Raila Odinga? Because Sifuna is talking, we saw William Ruto responding to Sifuna during George Duor's burial. He responded to Sifuna. But the biggest question is, has he expressed his dissatisfaction with Raila Odinga? And what was Raila Odinga's response? Because that's also very important. ODM party has convened a meeting which should take place, I think, next week. And we also know that on 10th, William Ruto will be in Migori. I'll be waiting to see whether Raila will accompany Ruto to Migori and the kind of statements which are going to come from that. But the biggest question is, has William Ruto expressed his displeasure with the way ODM is going? And lastly, why is the other camp in ODM party silent? Now I'm talking of Jonette and the team. Because they're not attacking Sifuna on this particular issue. I remember Jonette was very clear that they are going to support this issue of devolution. But the vocal ones who used to attack Sifuna Orengo on this particular matter, why are they not attacking Orengo? Is it possible that Raila Odinga has silently given them the direction? I don't know what you think. That's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.